Testing. Oh my god, finally. Okay, guys. Whew, sorry about that. Now listen, you might hear some feedback from my side. I'm just trying to hear the audio myself. I have a question. Which of these microphones sound better for you guys? Okay, so this is the standard headset controller, El Apache. I need you. Oh, by the way, it was a setting, but it was buried inside the broadcast setting. So like when you bring up the standard PlayStation Control Center, it wasn't that. You had to press and hold the create button, then go into that broadcast setting specifically to change it. So anyways, I've been talking on the standard, this is the PS4 microphone. I think it's not bad, but I want to know if I can do better, right? So hear the sound of this. I should say a standard sentence so that we can compare the two. Let's see. I'm gonna find a piece of poetry, something like that. Actually, we're gonna find something. Let's see. What if we do Edgar Allan Poe, like Once Upon a Midnight Jury, right? A midnight dreary. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary. Okay, good. Right, you got this. Alright, El Apache, I'm gonna switch microphones. Give me 1 second. Okay, what about this microphone? The audio levels might be different, and it might actually rub. Give me 1 second. I need to just adjust it out of the way. Okay, something like this. Is this better than the last one? It should be. Shit, I paid for it, so I'm thinking it better be. So what do we think? Is this better than the last one, or should I just stick to the standard? So what do we think? Is this better than the last one, or should I just stick to the standard? Slightly better. Okay. Oh yeah, we're getting the feedback because I'm hearing myself. Yeah, Gamer Boy, I'm just trying to think if it's worth using the standard PS4 controller or if we get something else from I guess a third-party microphone, microphone. Standard PS4 microphone, or if we get better from another microphone. So this is the third-party one. If you were here, this is the orange one. Okay, so this is the orange microphone, and then I'm gonna switch back now to the third-party one. Okay, all right. Sorry, no, to the standard PS4 one. So this is third-party. Gonna make a little switch around. We're gonna do that. Okay. The other one was too low. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna try. Watch your word is actually blocked by this thing. Okay. This was the third party. I'm gonna switch now to the standard. Okay, so this is the standard PS4 controller. Sorry, I keep getting it wrong. Standard PS4 microphone. This is the blue microphone. You are listening to the orange one before. This is the blue. What are we thinking? Because this is like the one that came with the PS4. This is the original. Some people tell me it's decent. Some people tell me it's garbage. I've had mixed feedback on this one. but it kind of puts the microphone a little bit closer to my face, so it might actually give better sound, even though it itself is not better quality. What are we thinking, guys? Just trying to verify over here what we think. Let's see. I still have that headset. Yo, listen, I still have it. I still have it, you know? I still have the mono PS4. That's right. To be fair, this is the one that came with the PS4 Pro, and it is the limited edition one. They only made 50,000 of those, so it's blue actually. It's not the standard black one. I don't think they improved the internals of this, but you know, it is what it is. So do we have a preference? Are we thinking orange or blue? I can work on the levels later, but if you guys are like, hey, you know, this actually sounds like I don't want to kill myself listening to you, I can just kind of pick one. Okay, so I'm gonna read my little phrase. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary. I'm gonna switch now to the orange one. I'm gonna do it quickly so that we don't lose a lot of time. Orange microphone. Listen, the orange microphone I can position in different places. So at some places it might be actually closer to my mouth than others. I'm just trying to make sure that when I move, it doesn't rub against the microphone, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah, so this is the one, sorry, well, the previous one I was just listening to is the one that had the blue, the one earpiece. Okay, what are we thinking, guys? Is this microphone better than the last one we just swapped to? Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary. Are they about, oh, he likes this one better. Okay, now, alright, so let's take the orange one. What are we thinking in terms of levels? Is this good? Can we hear fine? You know, what are we thinking there? I suppose if I switch, I'm gonna need you guys to do the monitoring, because if I play the audio on my side, you're gonna get some feedback. But I suppose there's a bit of a delay, so I guess we can do it that way. Gamer Boy, they are both supposed to sound bad compared to my usual stuff. You know, that one is a proper dedicated microphone. I'm gonna raise the levels. Yeah, I'm dead. It's supposed to be. Otherwise, it's like, why do you buy those dedicated microphones versus, you know, these little tiny ones over here? So, you know, but this is a much more casual setting, if that makes sense. You know, I'm just thinking, because this is in front of my TV, and you guys know how much I hate PC. So, yeah, okay, that makes sense. I have a good quality microphone, even for now. Like, I have one that's proper quality. It is a Rode wireless mic, but the thing is that it needs to be charged. So, actually, you know what? Let's test that, because it should have some charge already. And so this is like, I guess, the big boy microphone for this setup over here. So we're gonna try it. We're gonna see if there's a little bit of a thing gained if I go through the FAF. Okay, because it takes a bit of a FAF to do everything here. So I have to click this on something. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna switch up now. I'm gonna switch up. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Whoa, sorry. Testing, testing. My bad, guys. That was on me. Yeah, it is way better, isn't it? Just give me. The thing is, first of all, I apologize for annoying you. Let me see if I can just clip this on. I don't know what the battery level is. I have to just go up and check. Sorry for the microphone noises. I apologize. Yo, it better be better. I paid money for this one, you know. So this is like proper levels of money. This isn't like $15. The other one came free with the PS4. The other one that I tried, the orange microphone, came for about $15. This one is like, I think it was like $600. So yeah, it better be better, you know. But what are we thinking? Level wise, how is it? Clarity wise, I'm trying to make sure that it doesn't rub against my chin, so it's a little bit close to the mouth. That's why you're supposed to kind of hold it close to you. But if it's rubbing too much against my, you guys hear scratching sounds, let me know so I can just reduce that. Also, sometimes you can hear me breathing, which can also be kind of disturbing. So let me know. And if it drops out, like, I'm actually supposed to keep talking. So, sorry. Okay, what I was saying is that, no, let me move it again, sorry. It's a bit of a faff. Okay, I think this is good. Tell me about the levels. Can you hear me breathing? Yeah, see my breathing and scratching. So, Jesus Christ, fuck me. All right. First, this should be better. I should have it out sort of like my breath, you know. Then I think what I can do. First, let me check the level of this so that it doesn't cut out immediately as we talk. So I'm gonna keep talking, by the way. Yeah, it's very low. Yeah, it's not gonna last the whole session, guys. Let me see. Maybe I can jerry rig a little like portable charger situation. I have some portable battery banks. Gonna see if I can charge it at the same time so it doesn't give up on us. Wow. I feel monitored. Alright guys, we've got some portable chargers here. It's so funny because now I have to be aware that I'm actually online even though I'm in a different room. That takes getting used to. Okay, well, messed that up, didn't I? Yes, I did. But it will do for now. This is really turning out to be a test stream, isn't it? Everything is going wrong. I don't know where half of the things I put are. Okay, so I have a few ideas. First, there are two of these wireless mics, so I can put one on charge as a backup. Testing. Hello. Hello. Okay, yeah, you guys are just gonna have to let me know. You're just gonna have to let me know, guys, if anything goes wrong. I'm so sorry. I really do want to give a good production value and everything like that, you know. It's just a little hard to keep track of everything. The good thing is that I have another microphone on charge now. So if this one is giving us trouble because of the low battery, I will swap to the other one in a few, maybe like an hour or so. So just to confirm, everything is good. Can I get a 1 in the chat if everything is good? Alright people, how about
turning off all lights?
Yeah, that was my Google. How about we just start playing a game? You know, maybe I'm thinking we start at essential level 0 or essential level. Do we start at 0 or 1? What do you guys think? Ascension 0 or 1? I'm going to do just the watcher. I want to improve my consistency with this particular character, and also guys, let me know if I need to adjust the microphone levels at all. You know, because right now I'm kind of speaking the way that I would speak if you were here and you were just in my living room with me. You know, if you can hear, like, you know, if there's anything, audio issues, let me know. I'll take a pause and I will try to, you know, fix whatever that is. So, Ascension level 1 or 0? Start from like the beginning with this character or not? We're just gonna go from session 1, and I'm gonna try to play her until I beat the heart on every ascension level all the way up to 20. I want to improve my consistency. Start from 0 again, my boy says. Okay, starting from 0. And like I said, I will be talking quite often, so if you lose me at any point, then it's a matter of my microphone has turned off or something. So just let me know and I will do something about it. Okay. I'm thinking at this point, I'm thinking maybe we take a rare card. Or we just transform a card. Let's transform a card. We're going to transform a defense card. Evaluate, I'm not that excited about. We're going to try to do the most amounts of combat and go along. Maybe try the Burning Elite too. Okay, pretty easy done there. I really like Crescendo and Bowling Bash, but let's do Bowling Bash first. So let's increase our damage output and kind of start from that perspective. And we're just going to try to knock this one down so that we can kill him in the next round, hopefully. And that's not to be, but that's okay. We take nothing. Okay, now we kill. Excellent stuff. Rushdown is awesome. A nice early pickup. So we're still going to do that. By the way, I'm going to cheat here. I'm just going to make sure myself that this audio is still working. Because, yeah. Make sure myself that this audio is still working. Okay, excellent. Alright, sorry about that. Sorry about the feedback. I'm just a little bit paranoid because it's my first time, you know. Look at me. Alright, let's do that. That's 11 blocks, so we get to bop you a little bit. Okay, and I'm not sure about, like, if anybody doesn't know about this game, if you want me to kind of explain a little bit what's going on. But, you know, I'm assuming that everybody watching knows this game, but if you want me to explain a little bit, I can take the time, kind of explain why I'm making the decisions that I'm making. We have a chance to go into Mantra here. I do really like the Mantra system. Worship is a great card, but early on, it can kind of lead to your downfall because you don't really have a way to reliably keep it around. If you upgrade it, however, it will retain, which makes it a lot easier to do. So I'm tempted, I really am. And it can be a great, you know what, let's go for it. You know, let's stop saying it can be. Let's just figure out how it is actually great. I'm gonna remove a strike. It might be a bit too early to remove strikes, but this is essential level 0, so we have time to experiment. Okay, so here we are really going to actually hold on. Is there, I can do damage to all of them, but I have no attack cards, so I have to block anyway. So you know what, let's just block first, because this is a whole lot of damage. Terrible turn to have no attack card there. Okay, but that's okay, we took 5 damage. So let's see, can we kill these guys without too much trouble? We can kill him. 2 there will kill that guy, and then use the miracle to block 5, so we take no more damage this time. Okay, that's alright. We've been really limited in what we could do. So let's see, why not 1, 2, 3, but we're only doing 4 damage this time around. So that's a bit annoying. And we can block, we have to block for 11, which we can do. And then, yeah, let's just block. Thank you, man. Thank you, Gamer Boy. It looks excellent. Sounds excellent to me. Let's give it to that guy. Okay. So I'm thinking we just kind of play these guys slowly. You know, just bop them one at a time. We don't really have to get anything fancy. I don't think I need to play any of the powers there. We'll just kind of play them one time. They will make us weaker, which is annoying, but it is what it is. 5 damage for each one. Yeah, I think that works, right? I could even do, yeah, something like that. Then 6, then 9. Okay. So not bad. Fasting is a great one, but the downside is that it means that we'll get 1 less energy, and we cannot afford that. Instead, let's do, okay, all right, okay, El Apache, I will slow down, and I will make sure that I explain what is going on. Okay, so essentially we are playing the Watcher. So from the very beginning, this character, what she can do is that she can enter different stances. As you can see there, first of all, she has 4 stances, okay? So there is no stance, that's one of them. There's calm, which basically means that you do no more damage and you take no more, you do no more damage than usual and you take no more damage in return. But if you exit this stance by going either neutral, into divinity or into eruption, basically if you switch stances away from calm, you get to have 2 energy in return, right? There is wrath. Wrath over here is a cool stance because it allows you to do double the damage, but you receive double the damage in return. So kind of like a glass cannon. That's really the glass cannon stance. And then finally, there's divinity. Now, divinity will triple your damage without any downside to you. So you don't take triple damage in return. You don't take double damage. You just take normal base level neutral damage, but they only last for 1 turn, and to get there you have to cultivate 10 mantra. As you can see, this one card over here by itself will give us 5, and then there's other cards that will give you differing amounts of mantra, but this card will obviously need to at least be played twice in order for you to enter divinity at a certain turn. The good thing about the mantra is that it carries across turns. Okay, so basically I can play this card in turn 1 and then wait until turn 4 to get it again, then play it there, and I will be able to enter divinity. Now divinity has no benefit to your blocking. It basically is all about attacking, because that's what the Watcher is focused on. She's all about killing the enemies quicker than they can kill you. So she's the most offensive of the characters, except for maybe the Ironclad, that can also do some really amazing things when it comes to being offensive. So as we can see here, it will also give you 3 energy for that turn. So quite often you have to play a lot of energy to get into mantra. So I would have to spend at least 2 energy to play this card, you know, the first time and the second time, so 4 energy in total. But at least when I enter divinity, I will be able to get 3 energy in return, so I can actually use it on that turn. Okay, so that's kind of the basics thing. So she is called the Stance Dancer. That's what the community calls her, according to me. Don't go checking. But basically, the way that she does the best work is that the Watcher loves to switch stances to be offensive when she needs to be, and then be defensive when that is best for her. So that's kind of the way that she works. That's her mechanic, that's her thing. Every character in this game has a different spiel. They have a different way of doing things, and you need to learn how to play each character individually, almost as if you're playing entirely different games. So that is the exciting thing about this game, is that every character plays so wildly differently from the others and has different concerns, different weaknesses that it is. Now, for example, for the Watcher, Wrath is some of her best damage, but it's also one of the things, for example, that makes her the most susceptible to danger, right? Because that is the thing that if you're caught in Wrath on a bad turn, you get to die. Okay, now that you understand this, we are going to talk a little bit. I'm going to take Cut Through Fate here, because over here with Cut Through Fate, I will do 7 damage, but it also has the option, or it also has the added benefit of letting me scry 2. So scry 2 means I will look 2 cards into my next draw. So I will see the next 2 cards that I will draw, and I can remove them if I don't like them. And on top of that, this card allows me to then draw one of those cards. So we're going to see it in action. Now over here, this is an elite. Elite enemies mean that they're obviously going to be harder, but the rewards are better. That's the way that the game is tuned. So, and then eventually you're going to see this icon there in the middle, the Burning Elite. He's even tougher than usual, but he gives you a necessary component if you want to fight the final boss of the game. Okay, so that's basically as much explanation as I can do. How am I doing, El Apache? How am I doing? Explanation's good? Now the rest of the game you can pick up. All of these bosses have a thing. This guy is eventually going to get annoying, because if I use a skill later, he's going to be annoying. So we'll see it in action though, don't worry. When I say he's going to be annoying, you might be like, Emmanuel, what are you talking about? Don't worry, you will see it in action. And that was a horrible turn 1. With him, I try to do as much damage as possible. So every time I use a skill, just to use it, he's going to get more powerful. So over here, watch, he's doing 14 damage. I use a skill card, and now he does 16 damage. And if I keep using skill cards, he just keeps getting stronger. So the bad thing is that your skill cards are typically the cards that you want to play to do the most amount of damage. So basically sorry, let me try that again. Your skill cards are typically the cards that you want to play in order to block. So for example, all of these block cards are skill cards. So if I use block, he's just going to get stronger again. So it's almost like it's a damage race. He challenges you to do more damage to him than he does to you. You know, that's basically his thing. Now over here, I think I should have played Mantra the first time. That would have been better. So let me just play it now. And as you can see here, I have to take the hit. You know, that is just a huge amount of damage because I messed up by not playing Mantra the first time, you know. So over here we're just going to see if we get lucky and we're able to kill him on this turn, because really we cannot survive another big hit. So thankfully we can kill him, but he took way too much health away from us. The blue candle will mean that we can play curse cards, which normally we can't. We don't have any curse cards at the moment, so right now it does nothing. The weak potion will reduce the damage incoming for 3 turns. And over here, I'm thinking I would really love to get skill, deceive reality here, simply because I took a lot of damage, you know. Yes, actually, it makes a lot of sense because it does play a lot like Clay Obscure. And that is basically Mael. So when I first discovered Mael in Clay Obscure, I was like, oh, she's the Watcher, because she has the exact same thing. You know, she has the offensive stance, she has the defensive stance, which it works a bit differently because she has neutral, defensive, offensive, and then she has virtuoso, you know, which is, you know, I think it does triple damage or something. So yeah, nah, it's amazing. Very, very much a parallel to Mael. We're going to take Deceive Reality. We need some block. Over here, we're going to go to the rest side. We can rest, which will cover some of our HP, because this is the only way to recover your HP unless you have a potion. Okay, certain cards will also help you to recover your HP, but I don't think that those cards belong to the Watcher class. But we're going to do the upgrade. Okay, we really have to upgrade these cards because right now we don't have enough energy per turn to really be effective. In order to stance dance, we need to have the energy to be able to do it. So yeah, I'm going to go into Mantra, and then I'm just going to try to get some blocks. So I'm only taking 4. You know, I'm also going to sacrifice the thing there. I would like some block cards for next turn, so that makes sense to me. Could I kill now? So if I go Eruption, I'm going to do 9. He's going to have 29 left. I have 2 energy. Then that would be 14 and 12. So that would be 26. So that's not enough to kill. But I could use a potion to kill. Or I can defend now. Take 5. If I look at what's coming up, I can't really suffer the energy. So here's what we'll do. We'll do the attack. Not enough to kill, but I have an explosive potion. And we'll just kill him with that. And I'm going to take here Flying Sleeves, because not only does it do 4 damage twice, so that would be 8 damage normally, yeah? It retains, which means it stays in my hand. It doesn't get discarded at the end of the turn. But more importantly, when I'm in Wrath, it's going to do 8 twice, so that would be 16 damage. And if I'm in Divinity, it's going to do 12 twice, and that's going to be 24. So it's a good option to have. I think going for the Burning Elite is almost guaranteed to kill me. And I want to play this round a little bit more smartly. I feel like typically I will go for this. I will go for that Burning Elite. I really want to though. You know what? I'm going to go for the Burning Elite. Oh yeah, over here, thankfully we get a relic that will increase our max HP by 7, and it also heals us for 7. So that's a little bit better. And this is a little bit worse. This is awful. This is absolutely awful. Why on earth is this here? I can't kill all of them. I should have saved that potion for this moment. Yeah. So there's 4 enemies in combat. This card would do 7 damage for each enemy in combat. That guy's doing 11. Do I just kinda, you know what? But if I did 9 there, and then I hit him again, and I'll leave this guy and it will do 8 damage, and I will use a block. Okay, let's just do that. So kill that guy, kill this guy, get a miracle, and then do 6 block. So I take 2, but that's better than before, right? And we're in Wrath, so we can do some damage here. Over here, we're gonna have to focus on this guy, try to kill him. There we go. Now the shield guy, he's probably gonna attack us this turn. Oh no. We can do 18. Okay, that's enough block. We should be able to kill next turn. Yo, Lionel, how you doing, man? Yeah, I just had this idea, right? Because I like streaming, right? I was like, yo, I actually do enjoy this. But I was thinking to myself, I absolutely hate the fact that I'm on PC. And so I was like, wait, can I broadcast on PS5? So literally 15 minutes before I started this broadcast, I was like, let's just try it. Let's see what happens. So that's it. Oh man, I do love turn-based games. You know, I absolutely do. Turn-based games are awesome, man, because what they do is that for me, it's like chess. It's about having the ability to strategize, to think long term. And while they take away the immediate action of like, you know, an action game or a real-time game, then they have this long-term strategy. You know, like I'm picking cards now that I'm hoping will help me later on. So over here, I really like Signature Move. Signature Move though has a huge downside. It can only be played if it is the only attack card in your hand. So if you pick that up, you really want to remove as many attack cards as possible and pretty much make sure that Signature Move is the only card in your hand. The reason I'm not going to pick Signature Move is because I have Flying Sleeves, and Flying Sleeves retains. So if I have Flying Sleeve and Signature Move, I can play both of them at the same time. And there's also a huge energy cost, which is 2. I'm very tempted, but Diva Form is even better. Diva Form is that at the start of your next turn, you're going to gain more energy, but this benefit increases over time. And that could be exactly what we need to beat that elite. So let's see who we get. Unfortunately, it's the Sentries over here. This guy in the middle here, he will do 11 damage. If I go into Wrath, he's going to do 22 damage. I don't think I can kill him in one turn. I want to try though. This is risky. I shouldn't know. That'd be silly. That would be silly. Let's not be silly. Okay, like it's okay to be daring, but being outright silly is just a little bit too much. Let's try to play this one slowly. Maybe. Actually, we don't have that much time to play slowly because they will eventually wear me down. So what about this one here? We can attack here. Then what we can do is we can do 12 block. They're doing 22 damage. What do we have? I could do blocking. Block for 12, as I'll be blocking for 24. Or I can just take the miracle and I can try blocking again. I'm gonna save that block potion for later. I'm really hoping to get I was hoping to get Diva Form, but the Diva Form costs 3 energy, which means that I can play it next turn. So I'm gonna have to use the thing there. Let's go Mantra. Actually, just on defense. I need to pick one strategy that I'm going for, you know, so that I can just focus on that, because I only have 13 energy. So, whew, that's gonna suck. So here I'm gonna drink the potion. I will be able to survive with just a sliver of energy. I'm gonna throw a wick on this one. Nah, it's not gonna work because he had an artifact. Forgot about that. He's a burning elite. Okay, 3 health. So now we have to kill them. It's just, they have to die. Now they must die, otherwise we die. So, no choice there. 27. Yeah, let's just kill there. Okay, and we're going to make sure we have a safety just in case, and we can let go of that turn. So 3 energy left versus this guy. Okay, so we can do 12 damage. Then we can go. Thankfully, the energy cost is no longer high because every turn we're getting more energy per turn. So over here, let's see, can we finish him? We don't need this and we don't need that. Pick up a new card. These cards are he's just filling on my deck with useless cards. Over here, I really want to make sure that I can block. Oh no, I ran out of time, guys. Let's see, what if I do this? Would this help? Nah, I ran out of time, ran out of space there. I just went into that a little bit too weak, you know? I think if I had stuck to one strategy, I tried to play aggressive, then I tried to play defensive. I should have just stuck to the one strategy to just go for it fully, and I would have made it through. So let's try again. I sound like I played Dungeons and Dragons. There's a little crackling with your sound, but you sound fine. Sorry, guys. Listen, the crackling might just be from the thing over here. Hey, listen, man. I nearly had it. Let's try this one, okay? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good that the microphone is working. I was thinking a little bit too much about being self-conscious about that. So let's go ahead and we're going to take the starting bonus. Enemies will just have 1 HP. That's the starting bonus that I took. So let's just get some cards in here. I'm going to take Crescendo, right? I'm a big fan of Crescendo. It retains. Okay, let's keep going. Just gonna have to defend this one. Ran out of attack cards, and we can kill. Let's take Protect. I'm okay. We're gonna go. So my idea there is that I have one more fight where I will get 1 HP. Go to the shop. Maybe go to the Burning Elite. Yeah, let's try it. Let's try to see. So if I get that, over here, Fairy in a Bottle. If I die, I don't die. I'll recover 30% of health. So we're going to take that. And that's the only thing that we can take. So let's go and fight some elite. Maybe I can get my revenge, you know. But this time, I don't have as many good potions as before, you know. So I already have a Crescendo. I'll take a Meditate. Meditate is alright. Of course, before every elite, it seems that there needs to be like a whole ensemble of people. Why are you guys here? Like, I'm trying to get to the guy after you. I'm not trying to get killed by you. Well. Let's just attack that one then. So yeah, I couldn't go into Wrath there because of course all of the attacks will be double the value. So that doesn't do anything for us. Now over here, they're dealing 13 damage. So I guess we just do this. Now, I'm going to show you how Miracle works. So Miracle, what it allows me to do is it will put me into Calm, but I can bring a card from my discard pile back. So I'm going to bring Eruption back. Actually, I could have chosen another card there. Let's see. If I do this, I have 4 energy. I can kill here. Then attack that guy. And I'm gonna get into Calm with 8 block over here. So I take 2 damage. Alright. Very slow fight. You know, these guys can definitely whittle you down. You know, if you are not paying attention. Okay. 3 damage, but I should be able to kill you. There we go. Out of here. They took way too much. But the good part is that now I have a nice set of potions to help me win that fight. Oh, look guys, it's a rematch. Now, these guys have an artifact. So let's see. Let's first do the power potion. I want to see what we get. We get Diva Form or Devotion. Automatically getting 2 mantra at the start of the turn. Let's get Diva Form. Getting more energy is definitely what I want here. And if I look at my next cards, there's a chance that I might not get Vigilance again. And in the next turn, these guys will both be attacking me. So doubling their attacks will be really annoying. So what I'm going to do here, I could play Protect, I guess, just for no reason. Okay, that's fine. Let's attack this guy. Do I ever became sorry, I can't read that. Was that unbeatable? Unbeatable, yes. You can definitely break the game. You can definitely get yourself in a position where the enemies really cannot do anything against whatever you have. And yeah, they just die, you know, they just die to you. Let's just try to block here. I don't need the energy anymore, so since I'm getting the energy from Diva Form, I can just play that Miracle. So 5 energy now, and like I said, every turn is going to ramp up by 1, but I have no attacks this turn. So yeah, it doesn't really matter. I can just block. Now, one dangerous thing about the sentries is that they fill your hand with these dazed, and these dazed are unplayable cards. So that's another dangerous thing about them, is that at a certain point your hand can just get filled up with these things, and you don't have enough defense, you don't have enough of anything to do. Over here, I'm still getting a bad draw because I can apply the, you know, Wrath here, but it just double the attacks that I'm receiving in return. And I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to play that. That's literally just me clicking. I meant to do an example. And I accidentally clicked. Oh, that's so funny. Oh my god. Well, there we go. I took the damage that I was due. That's hilarious. That's so funny. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just have to rest, you know. We'll just have to recover from that silliness. Well, at least we can kill you. We can get started on you. We can attack. Let's just defend. Try to preserve some of our health. Sometimes there's a great way to get your health back. So we're just going to hope that the game is very kind to us and it just gives us great ways to get the health back. I think I want to go Wrath here. 18 and 12 should be fine. So 18 damage there, 12 damage there. See, that time was on purpose. That time I had a plan. You know, it wasn't just, okay, well now that's not on purpose. You see, they fill you up with daze cards and then you can't do anything. So what do I have now? 8 health? Wow, that's a horrible fight. I kind of want to stay in Wrath, but let's not lose. Let's not lose immediately. Now over here, I'm going to die again because I do not have any cards to help me, and I died. We lost our fairy in a bottle, which of course I did for demonstration purposes. You know, as you guys would well be aware. I just wanted to show you how the fairy in a bottle worked. So, you know, you're welcome. And he's only 2 health away. He's going to be at 5 because he heals every turn. And I get no attack cards that turn. So now he's going to be at 8 health. But it's okay. We got his number. We did the Burning Elite. Tiny chest is not worth it. You know, it's just, that was a terrible reward for how difficult that fight was. And the fact that we lost the fairy. We're going to go back to... Let's see. Let's go back to Flying Slave, so why not? So we have 17 health. So, you know, we are not really doing the hottest. $10-10, really. I don't even have the energy to really attack anyone. So if I attack here, that'll be 1 energy to go into Wrath. That'll give me 2 left. 2 energy over here, that'll do 12 damage. Not doing much, then I'll be out. Energy back to go into... Nah, that's not really... I don't think there's a good line over here. We're just gonna bring Flying Slaves back. And now we're on 2 health. Wrath. Kill him. Stay there. Stay in Wrath. Either kill or be killed, I say. There we go. It's kill or be killed. And if I'm killed now, we don't get to come back from that. Okay, give me something good. Alright guys, this is one of the ways that you save a run. You see how we are doing really horrible? We've only got 2 health there. If I sacrifice a good card, like this one, I get my full health back. And you see that? Did you see how we just saved the run? We just completely, we had everything under control the entire time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was so incredibly smart of me to take the time to show you guys how a run can be going relatively horribly, you know, for to the unknown, untrained eye, and yet somehow, through dedication and not a little amount of luck, we can completely turn things around. And I want you to know that I always had that in mind for you guys. I always thought to myself, like, I really should teach this guy, I should show them how it's done. And now you have been showed how it was done, and it was done. Look at this. Look at that beautiful kill. You guys see that? I'm gonna talk my shit now. I'm gonna pretend now that I had it always. But by pretend, I of course mean I did it on purpose. You know? It was purposefully done. We're going to upgrade. I really like upgraded crescendo. Make it cost 0 energy. They are super fun, man. I really love this game. It's not a person that's attacking me, but I'm gonna kill this guy anyway. Right? It's my only attack card. I may as well take one off the field. So I could play the Gambler's Blue, but why not? I can fully block this. Right? Just spend everything. Full block this. Oh man, you should all be playing Slay the Spire, you know? How you guys not been corrupted yet? That's the question. You know what? First let's do a protect here. Then we can attack, I don't know, this guy, you know, why not? Let's just leave it at that. We're not gonna go into wrath, especially not accidentally, allegedly, you know. People are telling me that I allegedly went into wrath accidentally last time. Who knows if that's true? Nobody could confirm. Yeah, let's go this. We get 4 over here. Who wants to get 16 to the face? Let's do 16 to the face, 18 to the face, kill them all. There we go. You know, we're starting to get what we want. I'm going to get another Flying Sleeves, I think. Yeah, Flying Sleeve is a great card. You know, let's take another one. Let's go and fight another elite. You know, over here I have no power cards. This guy is going to sleep for 3 turns. So this is turn 1. And what I want to do is I want to draw my Flying Sleeves along with some Wrath cards so that I can do a huge amount of damage in one go. And I've got Protect there to help me out later. So here's 1 card. So I can do that, do this. I think this is a good amount, guys. I think this is it. We go here. We attack this. We attack here. We give him a little bit of some Flying Sleeves. We do some 18 damage. We're not done yet. We go one more time. Boom. That was like 60 damage, and now he's doing a big bop. Look at that big bop, 36. But he's doing 36 because we're in Wrath. So what we can do is we could do 18 damage here, and then we could do go into Calm. He'll be doing 18 damage. We'll be blocking for 8, and then we take 10. That could be acceptable. Or we just go Protect now, and then another defense. I say we defend. Let's just defend. You take 5. So let's see. Attack here. But then we'll be in we have no way to get back into Calm. Yeah, if I attack here, that would be great. But then I don't have a way to get back into Calm. Let's wait again. Let's just defend this turn. Let's be patient. I want to teach myself to be a bit more patient with these things, you know. That's all right. There, we're down to 19. Now he does weaken us. That's his thing. But we can attack now. And I'm not worried because this card here, Fear No Evil, if the opponent is attacking, I get to go back into Calm. So it's another great way to switch your stances. You can play your other attack cards, and then eventually you can Calm. So it's a great way to play. To be honest, guys, the relics that we'll be getting are terrible. I hate all of these guys. This is not good. These are garbage relics. I do not like them at all. But we take Tranquility. It's a way to enter Calm, and we get to retain it, so it stays in our hand. So that's excellent. And we are going to upgrade the card. I think if we upgrade Tranquility, it costs nothing. So we can switch back and forth between the stances. And we don't have to worry too much about this. Because remember, the thing that stops you, how many hours did it take me to to beat this game. Oh, I didn't like the Bind of Isaac, by the way. I hated the Bind of Isaac. I just don't like the what is it? The art style. I just really don't like the art style. Sorry about that. I know that. So Bind of Isaac has so many good fans, and nothing against the game. I just can't stand the art style. Lionel, how many hours did it take me to beat this game? It depends what you mean by beat. Platinum, it took me about 100 and actually maybe 150 hours or so to platinum, but you beat the game multiple times on different levels of difficulties. So right now I'm at difficulty 0. I'm at the baby difficulty, and as you can see, it can still kill you. But yeah, I beat the game multiple times now. I've got the platinum in it, which is one of the rarest platinums. I don't know if I can show you. I don't think the broadcast on the PS5 allows me to show trophies directly. Yeah, it says it's paused, so I can't show you, but I've got the platinum. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do, guys. If we go into Wrath, the issue is that we don't know about next turn, but I don't think he attacks you next turn. So we're just going to, we're gonna have a little cheeky, a little cheeky little Wrath exposure, you know. Now here's the way that this guy works, okay? When he's at 50% health or below, he will split into 2 entities. So I want to make sure that I save that for my maximum amount of damage so that he splits with the lowest level of health. If you split him exactly at 70, now you're going to have 2 enemies with 70 health. If you split him at something like 7, they have 2 enemies with only 7 health. So you really got to think about where you split this guy. So there's no point attacking this turn. I could go into calm so that I have the energy out of it next turn. I'm thinking that. Let's go into calm, and then next turn, maybe we'll get the energy out of it. So here we go. So let's get energy, and then let's do a little bit of a bopping, okay? So he doesn't attack anymore once he has to split, okay? He has to focus his energy on that. And now we split him at 25, and we get to keep our tranquility. So now we have 2 enemies of that tranquility. He will split one more time though. He's not done. Okay, he really likes that splitting game. So I'm thinking we just kill him and then we focus on the other one later. You know? So we focus on this one, and we can use this card here, which you're going to see is going to put me into calm. I have no other attack card, so you're going to see that now he's going to split. But it's easy to kill 2 enemies of 1 each, you know? And that's how you handle that particular boss. He's called the slime boss. So you gotta just think about it. Now, what a fantastic turn. Let's take back our Diva form. I'm a huge fan of Diva form. I love Scroll. Establishment is not gonna do anything for us, but Diva form is gonna give us some energy. And that means that I can be picky with what I pick now. Now, we have some interesting choices here. Now, Snake Eye, I highly recommend if you have a lot of cards that take a lot of energy. So if you have, for example, if you go to cost, okay, right now I only have 1 card that is 3 cost. The reason why is that Snake Eye will randomize the cost of a card, but a card can only cost between 0 and 3 energy ordinarily. There are some cards that cost up to 5, but they are like very special and rare. So typically, if you have a card like Diva Form that already costs 3, then you don't suffer any penalty because at worst, it didn't cost you any more. But when you have lots of cards that cost you only 1 energy, what happens is that Snake Eye could make that strike cost 3 energy instead. And so it can make it so that you can't even play an entire turn. So unfortunately, we can't take Snake Eye because I've already gone to the upgrades of making some cards already have 0 energy. So basically, this deck as it is too low energy consuming to make Snake Eye a particularly good option. Now we have the Curse Key. This is going to give us energy, but anytime we open a non-boss chest, we are going to get a curse, and that can be quite annoying. But the good news is that we can remove curses. And then finally, you have Tiny House. And Tiny House is so shit that I won't even explain it to you, okay? Horrible thing. Let's take the Curse Key, you know, let's roll with curses, you know. Sometimes you're just gonna go to the dark side, you know, have some curses with you. You know, let's go ahead. We're going to try to bop some enemies. I have money, so I want to go to the shop. So the merchant is going to be on the right hand side. I think I'm going to go for that one on the right hand side. Yeah, I'm thinking it's hard for me to highlight which path we're going to take. But I'm thinking we start on this right path, we go up to that elite, then to the enemy, then to the merchant that is there, and then we go and we bop the second elite, okay? That's how we're gonna do it. Let's go ahead and have a bop tactic. Now we have turn 1 diva form. We have to play it, otherwise it is ethereal. If it makes it to the end of our hand and we don't play it, it disappears. It literally just burns itself out. So we don't have a choice really. We have to play that. And then I'm going to try to get some block in here. The good thing is that these guys are going to stay, and I can wait until I am in Wrath. I can't really do anything more. I could have duplicated that card, but let's just take the hit. Sometimes you just gotta take a hit to the face, okay? Now I would love to attack these guys, but if I do that in Wrath, it's going to mean that one of them is hitting me for a lot. Let me try this one. We can discard some cards. Actually, 4 twice is 8. That will be 16. These guys will be 18. Let me try discarding one of those. What I'm looking for is a way to get out of Wrath. Yes, okay, so we got it. We've got Tranquility, we can get out of Wrath. So let's try attacking, I don't know, you for example. Okay, and we're taking 20 to the face, which we don't want to do. Yeah. So, what do we want to do? Let's go into this. And now I only have to attack him a little bit. Just an attack card, if you please. There we go. Everybody's dead. Okay, that was good. I got to push him back. I have a few good options here. I'm taking Bolting Bash for Empty Body. If I take a look at the cards that I have here, Empty Body is another way to get out of your stance, no matter what it is. So I'm going to take that. I think we really need to make sure that we don't get stuck into Wrath, so that we don't take that damage, you know. Over here is an event. It says, today is the day I must settle the score with the murderer of my beloved pet, Noodles. Until then, you may not pass. Fellow witness, why don't you bet on who you think will emerge victorious? Now, if you bet on the murderer, you will only get 50, you will bet 50 gold, so you have to bet gold anyway. So you will bet 50 gold and you have a 70% chance of doubling your win, or you can bet on the owner and you get 250 gold in return if you win, okay? So, guys, I will bet on the owner that has been scorned. I can't bet on the murderer. 30% bet, believe in a good guy. What do we get? The nemesis was slain. We win the bet. Go, man. That was for Noodles, okay? That was amazing, okay? We hardly ever win that thing, but this time we won. Go ahead, we avenged Noodles. Oh no, we found a chest and we got a curse. This curse over here means that we're going to lose 3 max HP if we remove it, which we will remove it. We do not want curses, thank you. The letter opener, the relic that we just got, what it will do is that if we play 3 skills in a single turn, it will deal 5 damage to all enemies. It's super powerful, especially when you have multiple enemies. Now here we have the avocado. The avocado is very dangerous. Okay, let's try to do what we can. So first of all, I don't have a way to block, I realize. So let's just attack. If you can't defend, attack. And what we'll do is we'll play the miracle to get energy back, and we'll play this card to go back into calm. But we're taking 12 damage no matter what we do, and that couldn't be helped, okay? The good thing is that we play Diva form, but now we just have to try to block our way to victory. Now if we do that, we do 8 damage. Yeah, we'll do 14. Let's try that. So first, let's exit my stance and then go back into calm. Okay, so here's the unplayable card. There's the stupid curse. Let's attack here. And then let's just use protect to defend. That's perfect defense. So at least we don't take any more. Over here, I love this card, Talk to the Hand. Whenever I attack, I will gain 2 block. So it's a nice way to get some block out of things. And here, we have enough energy now that we never have to worry about energy again. Because if you notice now, guys, we'll be getting something like 8 energy per turn. You know? So over here, what I want to do, before I go into Wrath, I always want to make sure I have a way to get out of it. So thankfully, I do. So we can attack, we can get out of Wrath, and we can play 3 skills there to do some extra damage to the guy. Okay, let's do the same thing again. And we are doing well. Okay, the avocado is gone. Simmering Fury is cool, but I want something more instantaneous. I like the Flurry of Blows. Deal 6 damage whenever you change stances. Return this card from the discard pile to your hand. Okay, so that's excellent. If you stance dance, you get to play that card multiple times. Here is a shop, and guys, we are wealthy. We are wealthy as fuck. Typically, you want to have at least 300 gold before you go into a shop. I love the Gremlin Horn. Whenever an enemy dies, you gain energy and you draw 1 card. I also love Tori, so I love these 2. I also love Wallop, but there's a chance we can find Wallop anywhere. And one thing about this game, if you see a relic in a shop or whatever, no matter where you see it, if you don't take it, it won't appear again. So if you like something, it's good to be able to get it immediately. So these guys, we're going to play that. We're going to get that. I also like the idea of this Dolly's Mirror. What it will do is that it will duplicate the card for you in your deck. But there's no card here that I want to duplicate. There's no point in duplicating Diva Form. You never need 2 of them. So, and that's my most valuable card. So I think we should have enough money for a Like Water. At the end of your turn, if you're in calm, you gain 5 block. That is coming home with us. Let's take it home. Let's take it to mama. Let's show the card a good time around time. Let's do it. Okay. So I can go in Wrath because I have Vigilance here to go back. And then I can attack 10 damage to all of them. Then let's see. Over here. I want to kill this guy. So what I'm doing, I'm going to play the duplicate potion. Just duplicate the strike. And then kill him with this one. Like Water and then Vigilance. Now it's going to do 8 damage, but then, sorry, 8 block. But at the end of my turn, it's going to get 5 more blocks. So it's going to be 13. Okay, Flurry of Blows. Oh, by the way, if you guys can put this thing out on Twitter or whatnot, you know, let the people know. So you guys will see me play that card a few times. I'm going to go back into Calm now. It comes back again. I play it again. Alright, so that was a good amount of passive damage there. Oh, I forgot to remove my my curse at the shop, but that's okay. We can remove that later. So over here, let's see, 6, 6, kill with this. Get some energy back. Defend. Yeah, defend fully. Oh, I didn't even have to defend fully. I'm still in calm. I would have gotten 5 block on top of that, so that's alright. Okay, we're going to play. Do we have to play this? Can we kill now? Could we kill now? You know what? Let's just play it. And let's put this on you. And then what we'll do is we'll just play defend. And then we're going to get automatic 5 protection there. Okay, let's see. We want to play 9 here. 2, that's 6 damage. That Talk to the Hand is doing good work, and we're already fully blocking everything, so now we're still getting just more and more damage. Do more. Now we're going to play a bunch of skills so that the letter opener kills them. So the letter opener is going to do 5 damage. There we go. So we can just win with that. Ice Cream, guys. Energy is preserved between turns. This can make it so good. So that if Diva Form isn't the first card that I have, I can actually bank energy and eventually I can play more easily. We're going to get Cut Through Fate so that we can scry cards and we can choose our next upcoming cards with more precision. You'll see how that plays. Well, this is what we're going to play first, right? and then we can play this one, and then we can attack here. That was a great turn one. We just have to survive a little bit in order to get our engine going. So we're going to attack with Wrath, because we can always change back over here, and we have go into Calm with this card. So over here we'll do doing 16. This one does 12, 16, 18. He's got 24. Is that card that just does 6? I don't think so. Okay, well, we attack, we go into Calm, we get there again. We're going to defend for 5, and because we're in Calm, we're going to get 5 more defense out of it. So we fully block his attack. Now over here, this is going to be a little bit tricky. We're going to attack here first, because we get to get a card out of it. Do I want a defense card? Let's see. I can defend for what he's doing to me. So let's just get an attack card. You know. Here we'll exit our stance, do 6 damage again, then we'll enter our stance, and then we'll do 6 damage again. Excellent. Easy peasy. Talk to the hand plus. Absolutely getting this. We deal 7 damage, and whenever we attack that enemy subsequently, we'll get 3 more block out of it every single time. That can be a great way to get your block. Now over here, I don't have enough money to go into the shop. If I try going to the shop, it takes 75 gold to remove a card, and I don't even have 75 gold. So that sucks, but there will be no shop for us. We might as well go to an enemy. Okay, well, we're gonna play Diva form again. You guys know how it is. And then we might as well just bop him, okay? Give him a bit of a bop. And this guy's going to get us confused, okay? He's going to randomize the cost of cards that come to us. So we just have to be careful that these cards are not costing us more than we think they are. Okay? We could protect, but I feel... Look, where are we in the game? We still have a few... I feel like we can lose. We can take that. We can take the hit. Right? We can take the hit. Doesn't matter. You don't have to play too conservatively, I don't think. Okay, so what are we getting here? We have energy to spare, so that's good. But this is costing us 2 energy. We do have a way to get out of it though, so that's good. So let's just put some hurt on him. Okay, now we want to play Tranquility. He's going to bring this card back. And then we'll play this in order to get the protection so that we don't take any more damage. Now we're going to play the Talk to the Hands so that we can start gathering block. And we can go Crescendo and we can just finish him right there. Okay, Liquid Memories is a great card. I'm going to take away the Miracles. Liquid Memories takes a card back from your discarded pile and it allows you to cost it 0 this particular turn. Signature Move is a great card, but I have 2 attacks that retain. Now if you remember, I explained Signature Move before. You need to have no attack in your hand in order to play it. So and I have too many attacks right now. So if I go to type and I look at the attacks, I like to get Signature Move if I only have like maximum of 7 other attacks. That allows me to kind of make sure that as I draw 5 each turn, that I'm not going to be doubling up and having Signature Move every other turn. And unfortunately, I'm just going to have that happen. I'm going to take Flying Sleeve Plus. That's at the 3rd time I have that. So now I'm going to try to just remove as many strikes as possible. Another curse. But whenever I add the power into my deck, it will be upgraded. So I guess that has to come with us. We're going to go for the upgrade here. I really am thinking about upgrading Diva form. If I upgrade it, then it won't be ethereal anymore. So I may as well go for that. Okay, let's apply this one here. We don't have a lot of time. We're just going to do some blocking, okay? Let's just kind of keep the blocking there. Take 7. Hopefully it's not the worst thing we've ever do. So these guys are again attacking me this turn. It's very annoying. It's very annoying. Let's just get some blocking in there, and we take 2 there. Actually no, because of our wonderful Tory over here, I forget that I have that. Let's play a Diva form. This is where we start to get control. We'll play this card first so that we can switch stances later. Then we'll attack here. It comes back. We attack there. We just get that guy killed. And then we'll play this card here. And I keep Tranquility here so I can switch. So Tranquility is a card that I love because it stays there and I can always make sure that I can switch out of Wrath if I need to. Over here, let's keep it there. Let's keep it paused. Yeah, if you guys share this on Twitter, that would be fantastic. You know, that would just be amazing because I forgot to. Let's go for Mantra. Why not? Get away to get into Divinity. I will have the energy because of Diva form to play consistently. Over here, I can upgrade all strikes and defend, or I can remove a card from my deck. It's interesting. I would normally love to upgrade all strikes and defense. So if I go for by obtained, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 upgrades right there that I don't have to worry about. And I have the strike dummy. So over here, I have this relic right there that makes that each card that contains strike does additional damage. So I guess we have to upgrade. I would like to remove them still later, but at least they're upgraded. At least they're not as shit when they're here. So let's go ahead and do it. So over here, 6 damage, return twice, that's 12. This is 12. Let's kill this guy. What do we get? We get a protect. Let's kill this guy. Let's at least get those. Okay, well, at the end of my turn, take 2 damage. That's rude. We really have to remove those curses, okay? So let's get Diva form. Let's attack here. Let's get that in. And let's play our wonderful cards here. Okay. We have a few options here. First, let's put the damage on that guy. 8 damage. I guess we just attack him. I don't really have much else. And then we just want to defend for 8, which is good. That's already by itself. So the upgrade of the defense cards there, just 8 block is already doing enough. And he's going to give me a big attack this time around. You know, so that's 36. Whew, that hurts, you know. Let's start here. Let's go into Wrath. 18. Let's at least kill you. 9. Let's attack here. And here. And we can go neutral. Attack again. Then defend. Then Tranquility. Attack again. And we're doing 38. And let's just go block. Big block there. We should be alright. Actually, I didn't even need to play that final card. Over here, we can go Mantra, definitely. I can try to just get rid of this guy. Yep. Let's kill you. And let's just put the bop on you, okay? Let's just get the killing done. Okay. So I think we have control of this fight. I could have kept that card in my hand. Wait for a. I have 20 energy now, guys. That's ridiculous, right? That's ridiculous. Okay, well, let's just try to kill. Okay, let's get 7 block. That flurry of blows will come back. He's only at 2, and once I kill the minions, so once I kill the master here, the minions are gonna go away. So we didn't have to use any potion. He's gonna do a big hit here, but he doesn't know he only has 2 health. You know, he wasn't aware. So we get to win. Fossilized Helix. Prevent the first time you will lose HP. Fantastic. Pressure Points is a really interesting card, but the only way that it works is if you get it first very early in your run. Second, you will be able to get more of it. And then third, you remove a lot of the other cards. We're going to take Alpha. Normally I wouldn't take this card, but I want to show you how it works. It's really cool. It's really interesting. it can work in our deck, which is interesting. So let's go ahead and guess we take another combat. I don't know. Let's take the unknown room. I was hoping it was going to be a shot, but it's a combat, so I guess it doesn't matter what we're going to do. This is horrible. This is bad. We only have attack cards. We have no defense cards. That would be 12. We can kill, but if we kill this guy, he's going to make us vulnerable, which means that we're going to get 9 by 2, which will be 18. But I guess it's the same anyway. It's the same math. You know what? Let's just kill this guy. Fear no evil puts us in calm. Now, what we can do is we can make this guy weak. Now it does 6 by 12, so I won't take a hit. The first 6 is protected, and then the buffer will take the second one. Okay. We're going to do 1 here. Protect here. And you know what? I think we'll have the time to go for this. So let's go here. We'll take it a little bit easy. We'll try to take it easy. We'll try to kind of wear this guy out. And we'll get 5 block. So there we go. I think from now on, we should be starting to see the fruits of our labors start to emerge. So over here, let's do that. Do I want to exit my stance just for 5 block? No, I don't want to exit my stance. I'm just going to keep it the same. Okay, here's Omega. At the end of your turn, deal 50 damage to all enemies. So that's awesome. Okay, now I don't actually have a way to get out of Wrath, but I think we can kill him. Okay, so now he's got 39 health, and then Omega takes over and kills him for 50. So that's why I like that card. It can work really well. This guy is going to be awesome. Let's take that power, battle him. Now we need to heal, okay? This boss, if we don't get lucky, he's going to outperform us at the beginning of the turn. But we got lucky. We got this immediately, and we got this immediately. So yeah, we got extremely lucky. Let's just attack for 1. Okay. I am loving what I'm seeing. So first, I can defend, of course. Yes, we defend again. Yes, let's keep the protection. Let's do that. We've got 5 mantra. First, we go protection there. We can get 7 block. So I need to get as much block as possible and remove as many people. So right now, let's see, that is 41 damage that I need to block. I think we can go about it this way. Attack here, let's say that'll give me 12. This will give me, can I kill one of these guys? $18. Guess I can kill one of them. Get 5. So then this guy is going to give me 10, and then the buffer is going to buffer the other hit. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, no damage taken. Excellent. This guy I can just block. Can I? I can block if I do this, right? There we go. 5 block each time. He's going to make me weak. He does a bunch of debuffs on me, but it's not too bad. Now I'm getting a lot of energy, so I can attack. Right? I'll just make this guy low. Nine block. Yeah, I'll take one. It's fine. Attack there. That didn't kill you, really? Do that. At the end of my turn, it will deal 50 damage. Go definitely into my block mode. He's going to do 36, but I can take 20. Yeah, I can take 15 definitely. Okay. Now the way that Omega works, the reason I like Omega so much is that it's going to do 50 damage every single turn from now on. So every turn that I finish, he's going to do 50 damage just like that. So over here, we can go into Wrath, bring this guy down. Then we're going to block here. We take 6 and it does 50 damage. And now he's going to take 50 damage anyway. It doesn't matter what we do because of Omega. Easy peasy. So that's why I like that particular thing. Over here, if we retain cards, they were going to cost 1 less. So we're going to take it. Let's take a power. Guys, we're going to take the Black Star. The Black Star means that Elites will drop another relic. And I want to go Elite hunting. I feel like we have a deck that can beat Elites. So we're going to try beating those Elites. Why not? So let's see. The most amount of Elites that we can get is 3 Elites. And we can go for all 3 of them. And we can swing by the shop. So if we want to do that, we're going to start on this path over here. Swing by the shop. And then see what we can do about those Elites. So let's do this. Guess we'll just... Well, I don't have any defense cards, really, so... I guess I'm just going to have to take the hit. And make sure that those cards come. Okay, so that's my buffer gun. Means that I am no longer protected the way that I was a second ago. I'm going to attack here so that I can generate some block. That's going to come 8 block there. Then attack and remove one of them. And we might as well get started. Well, 12 is not going to do anything really, but we're going to keep it so that we can get the energy next turn thanks to Ice Cream Sandwich. So we took some hits there, but it is what it is. Okay, let's see. First, let's apply the Scry. Let's see what's coming up. Let's remove you and get you so that we get some extra blocking. Then we can block. Let's see, this will do 24 damage, but that's not enough. Actually, that is enough to reduce that guy. Then I don't have to take as much. Yeah, let's just kill this guy and we get 1 energy and we'll just leave it there. That guy comes back, but we should be okay. I do like playing this. 16 damage. Let's play that. Let's kill you. And then let's save the energy. We'll just keep banking that energy. So we've got Diva form here. We've got this here. Do I want to go into Wrath? If I do, I can kill that guy in the middle. Yeah, why not? Now I can work on you. And then we can save that energy for later. And here's Omega. It will do 50 damage to both enemies. Let's just remove that. So yeah, we should be out of here. I mean, we'll get out of there. We took 9 damage for all of that. That's not bad. We'll take Prostrate because it gives us another way to get Mantra. Go into that Divinity stance. Okay. I'll buy this game on sale to play. Yeah. It's a great game to play on sale, actually. So it's a game going to buy on sale. Wishlist it, man. Wishlist it. Oh, by the way, I missed out on what is it? I missed out on some of your comments. Concord is one of the rarest platinums, definitely. One trophy away from it. Oh, that's for Death Stranding 2. I thought you were saying for Concord. That would kill you, man. Can you imagine? You do all that work, you get it in under like a week, and you're one trophy away and you don't get the platinum? That would be so bad. Sorry I missed out some of your comments. My tablet wasn't refreshing. And it's actually telling me that it's on low battery. Okay. Oh, by the way, guys, I want to confirm that you guys cannot hear the audio from, I guess, the TV speakers that I'm using. You know? Okay, guys, we have a lot of a lot of curses in my deck. I don't like Ijuzu bracelet. We're gonna take the Sapphire key. I need to remember that I want to. How to wish this on PS5? Well, you just go to the product page. I can't show you now because it doesn't show you the main storefront. Let me try. So if I go into the store, yeah, it doesn't show. So I can't show you anything on the PS5 home screen. So, but you just basically find the game and then there's a wishlist option on the PS Store or on any of the storefronts of your choosing. I hate that. So we're just gonna leave that. We're going to go to the shop and I need to remember to actually make sure okay, first of all, let me block, okay, because this is crazy. You're gonna hit me the first time. That's insane. That's so rude. Let me go mantra here. Yeah, unfortunately we're going to just do the buffer. Okay, this is okay, right? We can attack him there and we can use these cards to generate block. There we go, 18 block for 18 attack. Okay, am I gonna play that first? Let's see, what do I have? Actually, you know what? I can play this if I do a little bit of smartery. But first, let's see how much I can block for. That's 3. That's 14. That's enough block. We can retain the other cards. Here's my Diva form, which you guys know I'm a fan of. Let's start that mantra progression. He's doing a lot of damage to me. So, let's attack here going calm. We can protect here. We can attack here again. We'll get 15. Over here, this will give me 5 more block, but that's not enough. And he gets stronger and stronger. So you know what? We're just gonna have to let that go. Okay. Oh, we can just kill him. That's alright. Okay, Wallop is the card that I like. Wallop is attack and then block for the amount that you attacked for. Okay, first let's remove the silly one of these curses. Unplayable. Let's remove the one that gives me extra damage on top of being unplayable. I don't need another Diva form. I don't need any of these cards. I'm gonna get Orichalcum just for some passive block. Yes, I don't need the extra energy from Happy Flower and I don't have any X cards. I could use a potion. I'm going into an elite here. So let me take the vulnerable potion. 50% more damage for that turn. Could be a difference. Could be a difference maker. Now over here, I am not seeing what I want to see. If I look at this kind of a situation, it's not at all what I want to see. It's really shameful. I'm losing my buffer immediately. I'm taking 9 and there's really nothing that I can do about it. Sometimes that's the thing, the luck of the draw just means that you don't get anything. And now those daggers are going to do 25 damage each. And I'm not even in Wrath, so not a good turn. Want to get rid of those daggers for sure. This does 12, this does 12 as well, so that's 24. So at least we can do this and that, and I'll get another card. Frail Blows will do 6, and I can get it back. So let's see. Getting this guy out of the way would be preferable. We're going to attack here. Do that. Get Flurry of Blows back and attack there. Get energy. Do extra power. Okay. Now we should be able to get a big bop from the guy. Okay, again, not really thrilled with the way that this is progressing. Let's see. Over here, what cards do we have? I can bring back Wallop. Wallop might be the way to go. Okay, you know what? What we can do, let's bring back Eruption. If I erupt there, then I will do 16 damage. Or 24. Okay, you know what? Let's erupt here. Actually, hold on. 16 damage, yeah. Okay. Then we'll do 24 damage. We can worship. We can attack here, for example. I want to play this card here, go into Calm, attack again, exit my block, get energy back, attack again, get 2 more block, get into Diva form. Yeah, I wish I had time to protect one more time, but it would just have to be attack one more time. So that's 9 damage that I take. That's okay. 9 damage out of that situation isn't too bad. Okay, we can save these guys for later. Yeah, there's no point in me playing these cards, and I get extra energy into the next turn. So there we go. Alright, we should be able to do beautiful things on this turn. So we're going to focus just on the main guy. Let's go into Wrath. Attack here. Actually, we can kill here, and it will give me 1 energy and 1 card. Excellent. So 24, 24, 24, 24. Okay, that's alright. We can protect, we can go into Calm, we can attack again, we can defend, and we can defend again. And that blocks for everything. Excellent. Now we can just get out of here. Not a bad fight. Regal Pillow means that if we rest, we get to have 15 extra HP. Dreamcatcher means that if we rest, we get to pick a card. Fire Potion means that we have a little bit of safety. And then another Flurry of Blows. I hope that you guys could see how powerful that was. El Apache, just look up how to wishlist on the PlayStation Store. You're going to see. It's going to be awesome. Okay. Now the way that this enemy works is that he's malleable. Every time he receives an attack, he's going to change what his intent is, which is very annoying. So right now he's intending to attack us for 15. I'm gonna let that go because I have a buffer. So it means that I will not take damage no matter what happens. So I'm just going to not attack him. I'm gonna play these powers though, so that they get out of the way. So there's my buffer, it's gone. And now if I let him do this, he's going to apply a curse upon me, which is very rude. It's not a particularly good curse either. I know you're thinking, Emmanuel, is there such a thing as a particularly good curse? Not really, but this time I cannot remove that curse, and it's a very annoying one. So I'm going to try to prevent him from doing so by attacking him. He does 32 damage. That's a bit too much. We're going to try to attack him one more time to see if he does something else. 10 damage is much more manageable. And we can't do anything, but we have Orichalcum. We have a relic that's going to give us 6 block as long as we don't have any block. So at least we only take 4. And with the Torii Gate, we'll only take 1. Because this one says that if we receive 5 or less damage, we reduce it to 1. So that was better. So with this guy, what you want to do is not things like that. You see, you want to make sure that you attack him and you avoid the big hit. So that's 30 damage there. And I don't have any way to convince him otherwise. You know, what if we attack for 20 and then we hit him one more time? 15 damage is a lot better. Okay, we can defend against 15 damage. So you can see why I hate this guy, because you really have to manage what his intent is Otherwise, you find yourself in positions where you're like, whoa, how much are you hitting me for? That's insane. So let's try this one. He's doing 30 damage again. Let's try one more time. Still 30 damage. Thankfully, we can block 30 damage. So that's going to calm. We're not going to play that again because he could be doing more. So let's definitely play that. He's doing 22. Can I block 22? So the way that I like to play with this guy is you wait until you can kill him all in one go. Now he's doing 30 damage. Now he's doing 22 again. Try one more time. 15 damage. Yeah, we can block 15. So we leave him there. 48 damage to start with. My man is not happy. Okay, let's go into Wrath, because we can come out of Wrath. And let's just put the Kibosh on this guy, okay? By the way, the more you attack him, the more block he does. Okay, now this is the curse. I was really trying to avoid that curse. So let's try to avoid that curse. 21 by 3, my friend. What on earth? Okay. 48. Man, I really tried to avoid that 48 hit. And this guy just did it anyway. Man, that's annoying. Okay, well, we get out of here. Because of Omega kills him. Okay, as you can see, that's why I hate fighting him. We could do the Elite. 23 damage though. Not particularly a fan of that. We only have 23 health. We could rest. I think we're gonna have to rest, guys. I think if I go for that Elite, there's a good chance that I die if I don't get lucky with my draw. So let's just rest. And we get to pick a card. I don't really want Master of Reality. There's no card that I really generate. Actually, well, let's take it. Let's take Master of Reality. Why not? Okay. Another curse. Lantern. Okay. Alright. I think my stream is gonna have to end soon, guys. I'm getting some phone calls. Okay, let's see. Fighting this guy is very dangerous, but at the same time, people are calling me. So if I die, I get to just leave the stream early. So we're just gonna go for it. These guys are very dangerous because every turn they get stronger. You know? That's not particularly fun for anybody. Especially not anybody named us. Let's leave the extra energy. 10 damage. Okay, so let's see. How do we do this, guys? We can start here. I want to kill these guys, but there's really nothing that I can do right now to really kill them. We can take the Dexterity Potion, get some extra block in there. We can attack by 1. Yeah. Okay. I really wanted to have oh man, what is that? I think I'm even taking too much damage here. Over here, that will be 37. I'm blocking for 44. But I really don't have a choice. Even if I try to kill this guy, it's not gonna work, so we're just gonna have to take it. Like I said, it's a very dangerous fight. Man, where is my my wrath? Why? Why, Lord, have you forsaken me? Okay, well, you know what? It's just gonna have to be what it is. We're just going to try to kill at least one of them. Letter Opener comes for the win. And guys, we get to have 1 HP. No, we get to have a little bit, 6 HP at the end of this. 9 HP, thank you, Tori. Here's my Wrath cards. Really? Now? Now I get Wrath. Silly thing. Come on now, let's see if we can kill. Boom. Okay, done. Not particularly worth it if you ask me. Let's try again. I don't feel like going for any fight at the moment if I can avoid it. I have too many. My God, all of these relics. The best relics are coming at the end when it's too late. I think this guy can also kill me very quickly. This guy, he's also a killer. So let's see. We're going to definitely take Wallop here. That was the best that I could do. Now I will get the buffer, so at least there's one there. Going to just try to clear enough of my hand here. Retain, 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 and retain. Now if things start going well, we can recover from this horrible start, but that really just depends on the game. Okay, that will do. One of them at least. Let's put the hit on this guy. Try to generate some block. So we want to generate at least 16. Okay, there we go. Alright, so now every time we hit him, we get 5 block in return. Let's apply this. Let's apply that. Let's hit him again. Let's keep this card because it'll be more powerful next time. Okay, let's go into Wrath. Let's attack. We can play this card over here. Attack for 32, attack for 32, protect, and then let's go into Calm, and let's attack again. And yeah, we have enough protection there. He's only got 7 HP. We can play some cards over here and then kill him. Why not? So barely survived that. We're going to take the wheel kick because it draws 2 cards at the end. Alright, if we make it past this guy, there's a good chance that we can win this. Actually no, we can't, because if I can't rest. I need to rest and I need to get the key. We're not gonna make it, guys. If I want to fight the heart, we won't be able to make it. So let's do what we can. So let's see, over here it would give me 9 block, but that's not enough. So I will lose my thing right now. And this is going to give us a little bit too much hit. Yeah, I think this is it, guys. That was it for us. I think that was it for us. Okay, we're going to play the artifact here so that we can defend against that thing he's about to give us. If we want to survive, we have to be astute. Okay, we can play these two. We can definitely play that. Play this one. Just try to generate as much block as possible by attacking, because the more we attack, the more block we get. Excellent, we got lucky there. Okay, let's see. We can get Mantra again, sure. We can play this card and then we can bank the energy. Oh, he put the thing that does 10 damage on us now. That's so lucky that we can get to kill him right now. It's so lucky that we can kill him right now. Boom, Omega for the win again. Prostrate, come to us. Now, if I rest, I can't go to the heart, and I said I will try to beat the heart, so we're going to try to beat the final boss with 80 health, which is so stupid. We have to do it. This is so dumb. 10 by 2, 20 immediately, and we get no block. Guys, it was a good try. We could have gotten lucky, I suppose. We could have gotten a lot of defense cards at the beginning, but this is too much for us to handle. So, it's over now. It was good while it lasted, but we just got unlucky with a few of the fights, and that's it. That's it for this stream. This was a nice test. I hope that the audio was consistent all the way through. We had to do a few things here, you know, do a little few hacks in order to get there, but like I said, that will be enough for now. So Yeah. Now the good thing is that on this setup, I should be able to play Returnal a lot better because we're not getting any lag from the remote play and everything like that. I'm getting the experience that I like the most. So I'm actually looking forward to playing more games from this particular